Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Atharis, and today I wanted to talk with you guys about something very big that's been going on with YouTube. And a lot of YouTubers have been making videos about this, and I thought it would only be appropriate if I would make one too. This video is about COPPA, or the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. It was created in 1998 and is supposed to be renewed every 10 years, and the last time it was renewed was in 2013. It was supposed to be renewed again in 2023, but the FTC decided to do it early and release some new set of guidelines in 2018 because a lot of people have been talking about YouTube. And as you may know, YouTube in September was fined $170 million for violating COPPA terms and such. And that led them to making changes to their platform, and that one that you probably have heard about if you've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately is that they added a Made for Kids checkbox in their Creators Studio. Pretty much, this is for creators to let YouTube know if their video is made for kids to watch or not. And at first, creators didn't think it was that daunting. They thought, oh, it's just like if your video is made for kids, but in fact they're talking about if the video is something that kids might want to watch, like something kids might be attracted to watch, and because of that they can't show specific ads and other stuff. Specifically, the videos that might attract kids, also known as made for kids videos, have 90% less ads because kids' videos can't be tracked, so they can't have personalized ads. Comments are disabled on these videos automatically to make a more family-friendly or kid-friendly community. There's no more clickable ads and end cards because there's been a lot of reports of kids clicking on ads and end cards and then being sent to sites where they purchase something on like their parents' credit card or do something that their parents probably wouldn't approve of. Which, by the way, should totally be on the parents. It shouldn't be on YouTube or the content creator's fault. And then the final one that I think is huge, and that's why I wanted to make this video, is that videos that are considered content or for kids are no longer publicly searchable, which is huge. Because people will have to search up your channel. They're like basically you won't have like you can't just find the video off the bat, so it's basically going to lower your popularity. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that these videos you won't get reminders if they you won't get notifications, so viewers will probably no longer know if videos come out. And this is kind of huge because you'd think that a gaming YouTuber like me would probably not have to follow these guidelines because some games that I play like Destiny 2 aren't really for kids to watch. But the FTC and also YouTube released some guidelines they said that creators must follow. I'll show them on screen right now. These include if the video is about educational content for preschoolers, if it's intended for kids, if it has child actors or models, if the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, included animated characters or cartoon figures, if the language of the video is intended for children, a lot of other stuff like play acting, simple songs, or games, and that's the biggest part, games. And that's like there's also songs, stories, or poems. Pretty much anything you'd see in the average video, as long as it is in a video, it's considered made for kids. And the animated figures term is actually something that strikes most people kind of off because it depends what it is, because animated figures could be something like The Odd Ones Out or Jaden Animations, and they keep their content very child-friendly. But it could also be something like Rick and Morty, which definitely has some adult themes to it. So it's very vague, and in fact, like kids could definitely be attracted to animated characters and stuff like that, and that's why Rick and Morty and series like that, like, they're not for kids, but the FTC might consider them for kids. And now, yeah, the made for kids checkbox, or lots of people think it's not that serious. They could just say, oh, it's not made for kids, and instantly kids won't see it. But remember this: YouTube, because of COPPA, is not allowed to track kids. So they basically don't know who's a kid or not. They only know if the person is a kid, but that person could also be somebody that has an ad blocker installed, and they just don't share anything about themselves, and that's why YouTube has no information on them. So basically, if you say that your video is not for kids, it's not going to help you, because YouTube has no idea if the viewers are kids or not. They just, like, it's just that if the video is something that kids might be attracted to, then it would have to be restricted as something kids would watch. So then there's no, like, personalized ads, there's no comment section, just a lot of very weird stuff. And a lot of it is just straight up assumptions, like, is it something a kid might watch? Because the terms are very vague, and that's another huge point about COPPA. And the biggest thing is that if you fail to label your video correctly, or it's called mislabeling, you could get one of two punishments. Because the FTC has said themselves that they have a lot of methods to like try and see if people mislabel their videos or not, to kind of enforce COPPA. So if you do not follow COPPA guidelines, then you could either have your video taken off of YouTube and your channel possibly shut down, or if you're somebody who makes money and probably doesn't want to lose your channel, you could be fined up to $42,530 per violation, which means per video. And this, a lot of people are thinking YouTube is getting hit hard, since YouTube's terms of service, they say that YouTube is not for kids. It's not for people under 13. That's why they created YouTube Kids, which is perfectly COPPA compliant. But the thing is that, and here's another thing I'm going to show you guys, that not a lot of people know about. There's a line in COPPA's guidelines that state websites or online services directed to children must treat all visitors as children and provide COPPA's protections to every such visitor. Basically, considering their terms, pretty much every website and every online service could be considered for kids, with a couple exceptions, of course, but pretty much everything: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, because they all have content that maybe a kid might watch. Yeah, there's content that a kid might not watch, but as long as there's content that a kid might watch or read or whatever they might just see, it's considered something that should be protected by COPPA. So that's huge, and it's just a lot of people don't like this because the terms are vague, and YouTube's getting hit hard. And the biggest thing that a lot of people aren't seeing is that YouTube should not be at fault, and the creators should not be at fault. The people who should be fined like $42,000 per video, it's not like the content creators, it's the parents, because the biggest thing of the biggest reasoning that comes up all the time from the FTC is that they want personalized, or they don't want personalized ads and comment sections, but especially they don't want ads on videos for kids, because there's kids might click on the ad, they're going to be sent to a page, and they might buy something with their parents' credit card, which sounds really dumb, considering that, first of all, a parent shouldn't use their iPad to buy something off of, I don't know, eBay or Amazon, or use PayPal, then save their password, and then also have YouTube installed and then give their tablet to their kids, and then their kids buy something they watch on a YouTube video with the credit card their parent just put in. I mean, it's the parent's fault for putting their credit card in. It's not YouTube, it's not a content creator's fault, it's the parent's fault for not saying, no, Billy, YouTube is not for you, use YouTube Kids. And that's where I want to bring up that COPPA is not in effect yet. It will be going in effect at the very beginning of January 2020, because most of the time, it's been seen before, COPPA regulations will usually go in effect a few months after they're set up. Just like in 2013, the regulations were set up end of 2013, and they came out beginning of 2014. Same thing now. The regulations have been kind of set up in like October and September, and they're going to go into effect January of 2020. So we still have a month and a bit, and that's where I need you guys and pretty much anybody that's a YouTuber, anybody that just uses YouTube, or I mean pretty much that anybody that wants to still have YouTube and all its YouTubers, anybody that actually enjoys using YouTube, I want you guys to go to, there's a link in the description to regulations.gov. It's an actual site that the FTC has put their COPPA regulations on, and anybody that has a beef with COPPA, they're told to go to regulations.gov / I forgot what the case number is, but it's probably gonna be in the description. Leave a comment on regulations.gov, and a lot of people, there's I think over 100,000 people that have left comments so far, and the comment section on regulations.gov has only been opened like a few days ago. Leave a comment there and tell them that what they're doing is wrong. Like, it's way too aggressive. Even YouTubers like me, even though I probably wouldn't be fined because I don't make money off of YouTube, I could still have my channel deleted, and I could even lose access to some Google features. And this is all huge. So if you guys watching this video want to keep watching videos on YouTube from all your favorite creators and not have them like being sued or fined thousands of dollars for something they probably shouldn't have been fined, then I totally really want you guys to try and do something. At least comment on regulations.gov. I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna tell all my friends to do it. This is something huge, and if we want YouTube to stay how it is, then we're gonna have to do something about it. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Go to regulations.gov. If you don't have to like this video, it's more of just an informational video. Please share it with your friends, though, at least the link. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.